One of We Got Fat starts right.
We got fat, baby.
Got fat. I'm getting too skinny to. We gotta change.
Dude, the reason we've been losing so much weight is because it's so hot in this attic.
We are doing a sauna every weekend.
I feel like I'm in an apocalypse now.
Yeah.
Just like I'm like in the Vietnam War with.
I've always liked like Rambo, and he's the beads of sweat.
So,
and like does he hate minorities in that movie or not?
No, dude.
He saves them.
Rambo?
Yeah.
No, what?
I don't know. I thought there was minorities.
Are you talking about Schindler's List?
That's the one.
Rambo would they were trying to put
Sylvester Stallone not in Schindler's List? I thought he was in that.
No, that was
Woody Allen.
This is gonna be a hot one. I feel like I'm on Hot Ones.
We're both sweating immediately.
Yeah.
Just so the viewer
Liam
knows,
Neeson.
it's 145 degrees in here. I would guess low.
Yeah. Fuck a sauna.
Yeah. It smells genuinely like how a sauna smells.
Yeah, dude.
Like the wood, just like kind of burning wood. Wood just slow smoking.
Yeah, but I think it's so humid up there. Nothing's that dry that I don't know.
Yeah.
We unplug everything.
Well, this is like a sauna mixed with a steam room where you got the steam of our sweaty nutsacks and then the wood, the dry wood.
The wood.
Yeah.
Sweaty wood. Those are the tags for this episode.
Sweaty wood, dude. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Nice to see you. How you been, dude?
Good, man.
We promise we're going to be more consistent. Let's be honest. There could be another COVID outbreak at any point in time, so there's really no rush on getting this podcast.
No. We're
going.
I feel like we're waiting for
I'm about to tell you something. This time, if it happens again, I'm going to be like, Joe, give me that COVID money, and I'll gladly jerk off and cry alone every night. If I'm getting paid.
I pray for COVID.
Yeah, dude, if I can make more, because everyone was making a killing, I will not fix that in post-production, just so you know. I don't know what I did.
Nah. Fuck it.
Boing. People listening, our one listener's like, my freaking ears.
Yeah, no, we're
fine. There could be another COVID outbreak at any point in time, and I'm like, all right. If this is how it's going down, then I'm getting paid for this one for sure.
Yeah, and we went through the first one, and now we know it's like, all right, well, the people that are going to die are going to die. And if it's me, that's fine.
Every other presidency, there's a lockdown. That's fine.
I welcome it. Well, I think if I knew
They just have to make the Grubhubs cheaper.
Yes.
They have to make because it's getting too high now.
Dude, I've had this revelation recently that if I could go back to and give myself advice at 21, my advice would be just assume everything is $100.
Yeah.
Like gas. If you're filling up your tank, just assume $100. Going out to dinner, at least $100.
I got a story about that one.
Yeah.
So when I was working at the restaurant, I had a low balance every Monday.
Yeah.
Like I did not. It just working there was like I was somehow losing money working there.
Right.
It was a little better than unemployment, but not really because like the gas and stuff.
Right.
I really should have just tried to collect unemployment, but I tried to go to work. Giant waste of time.
Yeah.
But God damn, it's out of here. I had a point.
Gonna say, you look like Shaq at the free throw line.
I'm just trying to keep our 10 subscribers subscribed.
Have you ever seen Shaq at a free throw line, dude? Dripping sweat. Hey, go on, sorry.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I went into athlete mode. I was like, "Oh, dude, you can make the shot."
No, dude, I sweat in a cold shower, bro.
I've been
like
doing
going
that.
up the stairs.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
My face doesn't sweat. Every other part of my body. And I think it's a bad... When I go on a run, I'll come back and my face will be redder than you could... But it's dry. And then once I, like, chill, I start pouring sweat.
Oh, yeah.
But while I'm active, my face doesn't sweat. And it pisses me... Because my face gets so fucking hot. You want sweat.
Yeah.
To, like, cool you down. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Yes, well, so I started my job as a mover, and I immediately started, like, just making more money. And like being able to catch up, so like I had a little bit of money to spend, so I went to my friend's house, and I just got some beers, And that's all we did. We drank beers, and I spent the night, and then I did a bong hit before work because he lives on Park Ave, and the bakery is on Park Ave. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to my college days when I'd like do bong hits before my fucking dead end job.
I know that feeling so well.
So I did a bong rip, and I was like, oh.
And then you forget. You're like, oh, I'm not in college. I can't do that.
I was like, dude, it was like the first time I ever got high. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, like the walls were going like this.
That's how I feel every night. I smoke weed to go to bed, I freak out.
He has a long ass driveway with like a fence like in between.
Wait, is it our former podcast producer?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that driveway.
So, but this was me trying to back out. I was like, oh, I just destroyed the podcast. I'm like, the whole time I'm like,
you're screaming. You're just going.
Like,
out of a straight driveway.
My car's like going like out of his driveway, and I'm just like,
I would have paid money to watch you back out of.
There's like some lady walking her like Pomeranian, and I'm just like.
You're like, get your squirrel out of the way. You think it's a squirrel you're hiding?
Yeah, dude. So I parked my car. It takes me like 15 minutes to just like park on the side of the road, like parallel park.
Here, I'm gonna give you sweat rags.
Yeah,
as needed.
Thank you. Dry your king.
I have this same.
No, so the thing is, like, I didn't have that much money at the time. I was still trying to catch up. So you're like, oh, everything is $100. So I went to 7-Eleven and I bought eye drops for the first time since I was like 19 years old. And I bought a pack of gum. so I'm putting my eye drops in, and the bakery's right. They could have easily seen me like put eye drops in. Dude, and I put like 3 pieces of gum. And
you're making me self-conscious because what you're describing is what I do when I get to work every day. And I just realized
you're just trying to cover up all the cosmetic drugs or whatever.
No, not even. I get to work and I'm just always so tired that my eyes burn, and I put that in, and then I can't. If I'm sitting at a desk, if I don't chew gum, I'll just start like biting my neck. Like I'm too anxious. Like I'll do weird shit. So I just immediately I get to work. I put in one AirPod. I get eye drops, and then I grab a piece of gum, and they're probably like, "Oh, this guy's stoned as hell."
You're your boss's bratty teenage son.
Yes.
Dude, I used to go like headphones, like listen to comedy on Pandora.
Yeah,
remember that?
The
Pandora.
That's how I like discovered comedy.
Yeah, you can listen to like Tom Segura's first album. Yeah, it was crazy. Sick, yeah. And what was really good is you'd hear some of the same jokes over and over again, so you had to like memorize.
Yeah, you could like repeat it.
It really was like an education, but no one would respect that. I studied stand-up comedy.
No, dude, when I was in college, I was listening to music on Pandora because I'm not like a music guy, and Pandora was perfect for me because I couldn't be like, oh, I like this album, and then I found out about Pandora, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly for me. And then my friend was like, oh, I was listening to Dane Cook on Pandora, and I already loved comedy, but not like. And I was like, wait, what? You can listen to like comedy on there?
Yeah.
And then I just went to the Dane Cook channel.
Oh, dude,
that was my whole college.
And that's when it all fucking.
That's when I was like, I gotta fucking.
Oh, dude.
I gotta fucking
throw up the Dane.
Throw up the Dane and get at and drunk drive.
Dude, the food hall in your college, you're just like have like over your headphones, just Daning out.
Just have my head down like this.
You got your eggs and bacon.
You just reminded me one time. I can't believe I don't think I've ever told you about this. In college one time, first of all, I ran a ton. Like I ran track. So I was constantly, when I think of college, like dining hall, I think of like barely awake eating the saltiest food of all time. But I remember I was in the dining hall so tired eating, and you ever just like stare off into space and you don't realize what you're looking at? You're just like and you're thinking about a bunch of other shit. I was doing that, just like zoned the fuck out, and then all of a sudden I like snapped out of it and realized I was staring at this fat girl's cleavage. And I like in my head I wasn't. I was.
In your head you were like, I'm so deep.
I was just like thinking about something in my life or whatever. I was like, oh, my dad's gonna kill me, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I like snapped out of it, and I looked up and she made eye contact and was like,
oh, really?
And I wanted to run over there and be like, you think I was looking at your tits, you bitch? Look around. We're at Brockport State. There's hotties everywhere.
Could you imagine there's like some cute girl like doing her homework? She like looks over and is like, oh look, he's so introspective.
Yeah.
He's so introspective. He's so sensitive.
Yeah.
And then you just see him go up to a girl's like, you think I was gonna look at you ever?
Well, in my defense, there are some fat cuties. She was not one of them.
No, yeah. Oh, listen, I'm a fat cutie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would have loved to look at your tits.
I'm a guy who helps my elderly neighbor like move his couch.
Yeah, that's a good type of cutie to be, you know.
Yeah, a good boy.
Yeah. Wait, I had something to tell. Oh, so let me tell you about my weekend. So I had a show in McGraw, New York, which is outside
every day I hear about a new town in New York.
It's
like,
crazy.
How many towns?
No, Mike Peters has taught me more about geography than anybody.
God bless Mike Peters.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been going to open mics. I think I want to get on a Mike Peters show sometime.
You should, dude.
I've been going to open mics.
I'll get you on one.
I'm gonna go
do one with me.
Yeah,
that would be so fun.
He's got. I gotta send him a tape or something.
No, I'll put in a word
because I'm back, dude.
Yeah,
now
dude,
that I have my freedom,
I'm so excited. I
have my freedom back.
I could. Last time we hung out, I could tell you were back.
I went to the Wednesday mic, and I really wanted to do the weekend show, but I didn't make it. In my head, I was like, oh man,
oh that sucks.
Not to toot my own horn.
Yeah,
but the first 2 times, I went 1 week. And I got voted on to the special show. And then the next week, I went and I got voted on to the special show. I was like, I'm burning hot, dude.
Yeah.
But then it sucked when I came back and I was like, oh, it's not as easy as it used to be. I have to have you know what I mean? Like,
right,
I gotta actually.
Rusty.
Yeah.
But that show kind of sucked. I remember watching it at that show and the mic was cutting out and shit. Mm-hmm. That place sucks, but it's a good mic. But, anyways, yeah. Oh, so I went to Cortland and Mike Peters texted me like the day before and was like, "Hey, I need somebody for the show. Do you want?" And I don't have anything on my calendar for like months, so I was like, "Fuck yeah." So then I told my girlfriend and she was like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna do it," and I was like, "All right, how about this? I get a shitty motel. You come with me. We stay, and then we'll
get a little bit of heroin.
Yeah,
we'll make a night of some fentanyl.
Yeah, we do the Billy Joel special. I don't know if he did heroin, but then it's funny because my plan was like, oh, we'll go and then we'll like spend the day in Cortland, and in my head I'm like, there's fun stuff to do. It's a shit town in the middle of nowhere.
I remember it was the same venue. The Pink Flamingo.
Oh no, that was Corning.
Oh,
that city's 10 times better than Cortland. Cortland sucks.
Oh,
Dude,
really?
Cortland is a college. It's Brockport. It's the same thing as
no.
Brockport. Yeah. But anyway, so we go. I got this motel, and it's called the Cortland Motel. It's the ones you drive past, and it's a sign that just says motel. It's the shittiest.
They like shot a horror movie there one time.
Yes, and dude. Delightful little place. I enjoyed it. I went in. There was this old ass Asian dude that we got like after the show. We checked in at like 11 at night, and the guy like everything I asked him, I was right, and then he was like no, and then explained it and just explained what I already said. I was like, so when I dropped the keys off, do I just put them in that little pouch there? He goes no, and he walks over and he goes, you put them in here. I just did exactly what I said. Which was adorable. But anyways, so did the show McGraw. Mike Peters runs this room in McGraw, New York. It's the fucking best. It's like this old barn that they basically turn into a comedy club. And I did like almost all new jokes, and they all hit except one. And I'd like to tell you the joke.
Yeah, tell me the joke.
Because Liz hated it, and it's the only one I didn't run by her because it's like it's about her, and I was like, I don't want her to tell me not to do it. So the joke is that I think my problem is in the setup. The setup of the joke, I say, we got to be careful about how much we're encouraging women to have confidence. That's when everyone went, whoa! But the joke is, this is a true story, I ran track and cross country in college. Like, I was a competitive runner. And I just started running again recently. And my girlfriend was like, I think I could beat you in a race in a mile.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you're out of your mind. And she's like, I think I could. Like, I used to run once in a while, blah, blah. Then I ran a mile and came back and told her, like, oh, I just ran a mile. And she's like, without stopping? And then my big punchline was, you thought you were going to beat me in a race while stopping to walk? Like that? And zero, dude. I hated it so much. And I mean, I'm not trying to act like it's a great joke, but I also think like most people stop and walk during a run. But to me, that was insane. I'm like, I ran competitively, and you thought you were going to beat me in a mile race, and you're blown away that I didn't stop to walk? Like, that's what a race is. You don't stop. You don't... Anyways,
dude, I stopped. All right, wait. I want to talk about running for a minute.
Wait, we got 4 minutes. Dude.
Oh yeah. Well, I just want to say that's what I do. I want to do I want to do a little act out. Like for me, running is like I'll probably do like half a mile, right?
Yeah.
And then like for like the other half of the mile, I'm just like doing this. I'm just like walking. Just like walking. Like
that's
this.
what I do too. I'm like doing. You know what I do? I do like
how like a 4-year-old uses a urinal.
Yeah.
Just like
spraying everywhere. This is what I do.
Exactly.
I run. I think it's because I'm embarrassed that I can't just run.
Yeah.
So because I used to run a ton, and now I'm like I can't run a mile. That's crazy. So what I'll do is I'll run for like 2 minutes, and then I'll do this. I go.
Yeah.
But while I'm moving forward, I do it as like it's like to make people think it's part of the exercise. I'm like, oh, this is part of the routine. I got to do this.
Dude, think about how many people have seen you. Because like I remember vividly one time falling while I was running and like
dude.
Like skinning my like knees and like they were like bloody and shit. How embarrassing that was. My phone went flying and like it was on East Avenue. It was like like noon. So like there was like people coming and going. Yo, thank God people just eyes.
Yeah.
No one.
One time my brother was drunk and asked me to come pick him up from the same area, downtown, like near Wegmans downtown. And I picked him up and he was like bloody. And I was like, what happened? He was like, I was fucking hauling ass. And then I hit a curb and everyone laughed at me. I'm like, yeah, that's the worst case.
All right,
there.
let's go to the next. Understanding how like, dude, there's a movie.
Well, because you're editing it. So
yeah.
You get what's
Editing.
Well,
right.
yeah, but you have to look at it after.
This is the confessional time. This is, all right, new segment where we confess how little we've given a shit about the podcast. You know, like how you've sinned?
Right.
One of our sins is ignoring our dream.
Yes.
Just like not caring
complaining about how it's not working out.
Our dream is like doing laundry.
Yes. It's like, why isn't it done? Like, you have to do it. You have to do it.
Because you hear about all these other art forms, how they like starve to like nearly to death to like perfect their craft, like drafts and drafts and drafts, right. And we can't like sometimes if we manage to show up or like both be ready at the same time, sometimes there's just corrupted files. We lost all of it. And my only reaction is like, oh shit.
Well, it's like surely we could look into how to fix that, but I don't. Was it worth it? What we talked about? Who knows?
Definitely not.
Wait, before I forget, I wanted to tell you we were talking about running, and I have a. You said you fell and it was embarrassing. One time in college, I was on a run with like I think it was my coach, and we were on a run, and we were a mile away from getting back to home, and I was like, oh, I have to shit so bad, like I'm gonna shit my pants. So we're on like Main Street, Brockport, and every house, it's like a city, like how close the houses are here. Like there's not like. He was like, just go in somebody's yard. And I was like, I'm not.
No.
So we finally found this house that was like, there was like a little field between two houses. So there was space. So I ran back and there was woods behind it. And I ran back there and it was snowing too. Like there was snow on the ground. So I squat down and take a shit. It was like a Wendy's Frosty.
Oh, yes.
Disgusting.
It's probably satisfying as fuck.
Like genuinely, I squatted down.
What'd you eat the night before?
God knows, dude. Probably Lucky Charms. I have no fucking idea. But I squatted down, and then I farted, and I was like, oh, I guess it was just a fart. And I looked down, there was a massive pile of shit. I was like, oh, I would have done that in my shorts. Yeah. But then I get done. I use a snowball to wipe my ass. Till this day, cleanest. I think that's the best way to wipe your ass.
There might be something there.
Yeah.
You might take that to Shark Tank.
Sure.
A synthetic
snowballs.
Yeah. Or like it's like an ice machine in your bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I think
really
bidets
clean your ass.
have kind of put me out of business, but before bidets, I think that would have been the best. It worked so well. It was literally
it's also
one
like
wipe.
minty fresh.
Yeah. Oh, it felt so good, dude. The sharp edges of the snowball.
Like a group of kids are having a snowball fight. You're sitting in the middle, just like wiping.
Catching them and wiping.
You're like, what?
Thank you. But then, here's the worst part. So then I get done. In the field that was between these two houses, it was almost like, you know when a house gets knocked down and there's just like that, like, it looked like there should have been a pond. Like, it like dipped down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, a house was probably there, so it's like lower. So I was running to get back to the sidewalk where my running compadre was. And I don't know if every person I've brought this up to has no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe you will. While I was running, the ground was uneven. My knees knocked together. Have you ever done that? Like, it happens a lot on like a trampoline where you knock your knees together and then one leg just stops working. It's like there's something on the side of your knee where if you hit it, your leg just like doesn't work.
No, that's never happened to me.
Oh, dude. So that happened. So I just shit in somebody's yard and then I'm sprinting out of their woods. And then my one leg just stopped working.
Oh my god!
And then I got to the sidewalk, and he's like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Dude, I can't move my leg; it won't work." And then
I've got
just
a story
left.
for you.
He just left me, and I was like, so then I'm like walking down the side, and eventually it started working. I ran back. It was one of the worst moments of my entire life to be like, dude. Oh, somebody just watched me fucking Bigfoot shit in their backyard. And then I had to run through and knock my legs together. Dude, and the other thing was I hadn't knocked my knees like that. The last time I remembered it happening when I was like 10 in soccer. And I was like, oh, my leg doesn't work. And everyone's like, oh, give him fucking apple juice. It was horrifying. And then I just had to walk with short. I'm wearing short shorts and nothing else, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a shirt, but.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought I had more to say about Cortland. It was a good show.
That was a good show.
Yeah, I like really Republican crowds. I've realized because all you have to do is not say you love Biden, and they don't get offended by anything. You can say it, although they didn't like the one joke, but I think it's just not a good joke.
Yeah, Well, I had a joke, kind of a sexist joke. But I said that I could never honestly be a feminist.
Yeah.
Because I have two sisters.
I think you've told me that.
So I know that women are full of shit most of the time.
I think the only time you're allowed to be sexist is if you grew up with a bunch of sisters.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I've been around them. I know.
Yeah. But it's all about how you phrase it. You can't be too aggressive with it.
No, you can't be like, they don't deserve rights.
Or no, you got to be like South African where I was like, I was terrorized and bullied. You got to be like you got to talk about how they dominated you.
Right.
Like I was terrorized and bullied.
Your sisters are older than you, right? Or
one's older, one's younger. Okay. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I always wish I had a sister, but then, I don't know. I have.
I mean, look at me now. I'm doing a podcast in an attic with my like.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like I have enough female friends to be like, oh yeah, I would have been so mean to sisters.
Yeah.
Just because I was the youngest of brothers, and I'm like, if there was a sister below me,
I would have been. Dude, if you had a sister in the family, she would have dreadlocks by now.
Yes,
no doubt. Like hippied out, hair, going to like reggae festivals. Yeah,
because I would have made her think that having her period was anti civilization. I'd be like, that's not okay to do. You can't do that.
You're a bad person.
You're a bad person for doing this. Because I just know I would have gotten mad as hell for finding a tampon and been like, "You're the only one that experiences this. It's disgusting. You need to stop."
Yeah, dude.
I don't believe that. Who gives a fuck?
No, it was crazy growing up. It was chaos.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I always forget that you had sisters
and brothers. It was crazy.
I know,
It was a crazy house.
That is the best. You do want sisters and brothers.
I had another joke. Isn't it funny how I'm just like I'm like, let me use this as an excuse to go through all my material.
I like it, dude.
No, but I had a joke that I'm trying to work on where it's like, if you're a middle child, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if you come from money or if you're very poor. The middle child is always treated like the outcast. It doesn't matter. Something about the middle child is like, you'll be visiting someone's house and at the top of the stairs you'll just see like someone with like just like torn, tattered clothes and like their hair is like this. They're like looking through their hair. Dude, like, when's the last time they had a shower? They're like, ah, and they like run back upstairs. You're like, what was that? They're like, oh, that's Gregory.
The middle, that's the middle dwarf that we have. No, I think that makes sense. There's like scientific shit about that. I remember I saw like
and I'm left-handed too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Name a more oppressed group than the left-handed.
I mean, for like cisgender white males, that's like for like a subcategory.
Dude, I'm a lefty too. I've always wanted to write a joke about it but I don't even have a joke. I'm just like, well, everyone else is writing about the terrible things that. My biggest problem, you know what really pissed me off about being left-handed? The desks in high school were right-handed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got to college, and they had left-handed desks, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, you could have made a whole friend group.
Yeah.
You could have had a whole fraternity. You could have gotten a whole thing going on.
I should have.
Like, lefties want stomp, like some stomp the yard shit.
It just turns into a white power thing.
It's like the lefties
are better than
this. Dude, yeah. Any symbol, like, where it's a snot line of a hand, like, all right, that's a white power. Yeah. And you like...
Yeah, Hitler.
Let me get some of that pop, son. Yeah. Shit.
But what annoyed me...
I'm not joking. Let me get some of that pop, dude.
Oh, the pop. Oh, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted what you were saying. I thought you were talking about left-handed lingo.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were giving away our left-handed lingo. No, but I remember in college going to... they had left-handed desks, and then I was like, fuck yeah. So I sat at one, and I had adapted so much to using the right-handed desk that I couldn't even use it. Because now there's like a support, and I'm like, I learned to write without support, so now I'm like, oh, this is fucking weird. And then I was like, will it ever end? Will the atrocities against lefties ever end?
Yeah, dude.
It'll never stop. We're the most oppressed group in the country.
They always think left-handed people are stupid. I think there's like a proven like ADHD. Like if you're left-handed, you just have ADHD. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, because they say like you're more creative or something, but it's like no.
I mean,
you're more creative because you have to
look at us.
You have to do this to pretend to be right. Yeah, we have to come up with creative ways to.
You're like, people think I'm stupid. I better just be funny.
Yeah, exactly. I better make a drawing or something. See, I drew something smart. No, yeah, but I like being left-handed. I think it's when I hear, especially a comedian, a comedian I look up to, if they're right-handed, I'm like, oh man, I don't know why.
Are there a lot of left-handed comedians?
Yeah, a lot of comedians are left-handed.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're in good company, dude.
So here's my dates. You can find me at
let's pull up our dates. Oh, I don't have a fucking goddamn thing for a year.
I don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
That is kind of nice though. Like especially with how things have been going for you this year. It is like cuz you have like you're like really big weekend, kind of nothing.
Yeah, it is
something nice. Then really big weekend.
It is. Nice.
That's kind of how it should be, so you don't get burnt out. Cause
that's so true. That's so true. It is nice.
Because like if I had like a weekend like you had for Chris Allen, I'd be like, all right, I don't want to do anything for like 2 weeks.
That's exactly how I felt, and that was exactly what happened. I didn't do anything for 2 weeks. I was like, fuck this. But the only problem with that is that it makes that show being a big deal, it became a 10 times bigger deal because I was like, oh, I haven't done stand-up in 2 weeks. Fuck.
That's what. So me and old friend from Buffalo, he randomly stopped by for the Tuesday open mic, and I was like, man, I wish any of the old friends would. They only show up when like if they have a show the next night, they'll do the open mic before.
Right.
Yeah. Like, all right, I'm gonna try like 3 jokes.
Yeah.
Before I go do 10 minutes.
No, dude, that was my plan before the Chris Allen. I'm like, I'm gonna hit the mics, and then every night I was just like tomorrow. I'm like, fuck, there's no Thursday mic. God damn it, dude, I'm fucked.
Like you're procrastinating your homework.
Yes, genuinely. Dude, I did that when I did the headlining
and
weekend.
This is our dream.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I can't even focus on my dream.
People like they become so obsessed with their dream that they like want to like die and shit, and we're just like
Speaking of which, I think we should. I think we're getting a little low energy. Hold on.
Oh, is it time to
completely biting off of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast? But he seems to be doing pretty good. So
does he do this every episode now, or
I don't know. I don't listen to every episode.
No, there's too much variety.
We have smelling salts here. This brand is called Yep Smelling Salts. Wake the F up. And what it is cat piss in a bottle.
It'll make you lift more.
Yeah. I think I need to buy a new bottle because it really isn't doing much. But never mind. Oh, fuck.
It's crazy to say it's not. All right, let me try it. It's crazy to say it's not doing much.
I think the elevation of the apartment is. Only one nostril is feeling it.
Yeah.
I think I have COVID.
That's what I'm saying. If you're doing a lot, no, dude, because listen, the lockdown, I didn't have to pay student loans.
Oh, I feel like I'm drinking cat piss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the loans.
We didn't have to pay. It was boring.
Yeah.
Super boring.
Yeah.
And we all thought we were gonna die, and we all wanted to die.
Yeah. But not us though, dude. We partied with gay boys the entire. They didn't give a fuck. I don't know if you guys know this. Me and John spent all of 2020 going to a gay man's house to party, and not one mask in sight or condom.
Yeah,
I don't think they fuck with condoms at all. I would just wake up the next day and my gay buddies would be like, oh, that guy, he was a mess. And I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, shit everywhere. I'm like, oh, dude, we're in a pandemic.
And I'll tell you something. When you've had like a super like repressed childhood where you couldn't express emotions anymore, once you start doing like psychedelics and like hard drugs and shit with new people, you're like, I love you guys.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And they're like, yes.
I genuinely mean it. It made me love gay dudes so much because I would just get fucked up and talk to them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'd be like, my whole life I was told what you guys are doing is bad. I'm so sorry, dude. Can you tell me everything you guys do to other guys?
And they're like, yes.
Do you go pointer finger or middle? What finger do you put it? I need to know it all.
And they're like, yes.
And they're like, I think you're gay. And I'm like, I might be, dude. Finger my ass. I don't know.
Peyote or prostate, I don't care.
Put peyote in my prostate. You know what's funny? I've been trying to write more jokes and stuff. I was going through my like joke notebook. It's the best feeling to read something that you wrote and you don't remember, and it makes you laugh. You go, "Oh, I guess I am." I wrote in my note. It's not going to be a joke or anything, but I wrote it in my notebook. It said, the first girl that ever fingered my ass was a guy named Dr. Mangold. And I read it at work, and I started giggling. I was like, oh, that's a good one.
Dude, yeah.
My doctor's name was Dr. Mangold. And he did he put a finger. I thought it was 4 fingers. He said it was 1. I don't buy it.
That's crazy. That's the commercial.
All right, well, that's the time we have for today.
Oh, man. This is a good episode. If we had a producer, it'd go so much smoother.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the absolute hell of just being up here behind this camera?
Yeah, imagine getting nothing out of this except sitting in the sweat doing the actual
That's how you get canceled when you haven't talked to a woman in 3 years. Just a nerdy fucking 4chan guy being like, bro, he had me stay in this attic. You know I had to cook them dinner.
Dude, this is science. I have a scientific study that proves what you're saying. You know Chris Kyle? Do you remember him, the American Sniper?
Yeah.
Him and another guy took the guy that killed him. So Chris Kyle and his friend took this other guy to the shooting range. It was part of a program they had for like former Marines.
Marines with PTSD and shit.
Yeah, and they take him to the shooting range. And while he was driving, his buddy texted him and said, "This dude's nuts. Watch my back," or whatever. And then the guy shot both of them. And then when they're interrogating him, they said, "Why'd you do it?" And he said, "They didn't talk to me the whole time. They just talked to themselves." So you're onto something.
Yeah.
If we don't talk to our producer, he will take us to a gun range and murder us.
Oh my god.
Fucking pour smelling salts.
What, are you going to shoot us? What, are you going to kill us?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's something you got to look out for. If you don't talk to somebody, they're probably going to shoot you in the head when you're not looking.
I've been really big into random murders. It's
committing them or
no, like researching about what other people have done.
Yeah.
Like
gaining knowledge.
Like the Apple River killing.
Sweating through your shirt.
Oh, can you see my fucking nipples?
No, not your nipples.
Oh yeah. Well, this is always funny. Oh, dude, you should see me at my new job at the moving company. It's actually saved my life. Kinda, sorta. I've been drinking a lot less.
Oh, yeah, because you can't.
I've been actually, like, losing weight.
Yeah. No, dude, the most weight I've ever lost in my life was just working a manual labor job. Because you're just, like, you're moving all day.
Yeah, it's trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it feels pretty good. What?
We both drank at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Oh, we got fat.
We got fat.
Oh, we got fat.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Because we thought it would be easy.
We thought it would be fun.
And it is, but
it is fun.
The better you want something, the harder you have to work towards it.
Well, I will say this. The more effort we put into it, the less fun it becomes, and the worse it would be.
Yes.
So I'd rather just not even release one, but we have more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The unreleased content.
Yeah.
People who respect it.
I need another hit, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. Bring on the smelling salts. Yes.
I did notice I got... watch the tape back. Watch how much chattier I got after I... Wait.
I'm addicted to it now.
It's weakening, I think.
Why did they put so much in the bottle? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems like...
It literally feels like jumping into a pool that has too much shock in it.
Yes. Yeah, that's mixed with cat piss.
Go swimming! Do you know how many times I've been forced to like put on a bathing suit and go to a random person's house, like as a child?
Dude.
We're going swimming.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what's going on.
Do you remember the smell?
Find a clean towel and put your bathing suit on. It's like,
I hated...
And you're like, where are we? And there's like a trampoline in a pool and they push you in.
I hate water. I don't ever like going into water unless it's my idea. Anytime people are like, we should go, I hate water.
Yeah.
To me, water is like, I need to be like, I need to get into a pool. Anytime where I'm like, other people want me to, like, come on, man. I hate it.
Fuck that.
Speaking of which, I'm house sitting for my brother in a couple of weeks,
nice.
And he has a pool. If you'd like to come over.
Oh, dude, we could set up a podcast on the pool deck.
Oh, dude,
that'd be fun.
Let's get lav mics and wear a necklace. Put it on our necklace.
Oh yes, dude.
Yes. In the pool.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good idea.
That's coming.
Dude,
soon.
USB lav mics. It's crazy because like I never buy Adobe Premiere for two reasons. I know as soon as I buy it, something bad's gonna happen. I'm like, fuck, I need that $100.
That's happened to me like 4 times in the past 2 months.
And the other thing is, the software we're using right now, for the amount of effort we put into the podcast, it's totally covers it.
Yeah, it's fine. No, there's no reason to upgrade until you need to.
Yeah,
so fuck it.
The content isn't good enough to put that much editing into in the first place.
Speaking of regretting purchases, so I got this Instagram ad for this iPhone case that's like have you got this? It's like a Z. It's 2 metal things. And basically it only protects like the parts that would get hit if you hit the ground. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I went on Amazon, found it, and just immediately hit buy. And it was like, oh, it'll be there in like 6 hours. Like it was like, I ordered it last night and it got here at 4 a.m.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh,
They
hell
got
yeah.
stolen?
No, so I opened it up. I forgot that there's different types of iPhones. It was for an iPhone 15 Pro, like the biggest one. I was like, fuck. So then I was like, well, I'm going to exchange it. They don't make it for my iPhone. So I got all excited. But positive news, I texted my friend Tim, and I was like, hey, do you have an iPhone 15 Pro Max? He's like, I do, actually. And I was like, I have it. Do you want this case? And he was like, yes. I also have a smoker at my house that I don't use. Do you want to trade for it?
You have a meat
smoker? So I'm going to get a smoker. Yeah, I'll show you a picture here. It's like, honestly, more than I wanted. I wanted just like a grill. It's like it looks like a propane tank. Yeah.
Smoke show.
Yeah, and also it was left by the people that lived there before him, so it might not work. But
yeah, fuck it.
We'll find out. If so, we're gonna be
get fat.
Yes. We'll
remember,
get back to this podcast.
I remember one time I was hanging out at my buddy's house, and we smoked. We put a bunch of meat in the smoker.
I said smoked meth. We smoked.
No, I wish we had. No, we did something a little more constructive. We put a bunch of meat in the smoker, and we went to the beach. And like we were there like all day and all night. We came back and we just like ate.
Was it good?
It was delicious.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you left it there too long.
No. We're gonna
like slow, right?
For like
smoking.
200 degrees.
I can't wait to do shit like that.
6 hours or whatever, dude. Yeah. It was everything was so tender. And
smoked
it was so
like
good.
pork belly.
Yeah, but then like he was like, all right, we're gonna go hang out with like these girls or whatever, and I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to bed.
No, there's brisket.
and he was like, please, dude, you gotta. And I was
Another dude begging you to hang out with chicks is so funny. Like, come on, man. She wants to get pounded. Come on.
I'm like, no. I'm too full. I can't go. No.
Yeah. I don't know what that of my cooking skills. That's the last. I don't know how to like grill. I've never had a grill, so I don't really know how to grill or smoke. That's what I want to learn.
Well, it all depends on if you have a charcoal or a propane grill.
Right, I think this is charcoal, the smoker, right? There's different types of... you can't have a propane smoker, right?
No.
Yeah. You can have pellets.
Yeah, no, you use wood chips for a smoker. We had a smoker at the newest place that I worked, and you put wood chips in.
I think that's the best. Yeah. I think there's charcoal and wood for smoking.
Depending on what flavor you want, you soak your wood chips.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like
get my fucking wood
so
chips.
People smoke them in like people smoke it or like soak them in wine or like bourbon.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, like a more like bourbon.
And then you let it dry.
Yeah.
Or do you just light them on fire?
Yeah, you soak them and then you dry them out and then like
I'm excited now. I have a feeling it's a broken smoke. Why would somebody leave that at his old apartment? It's got to be broken.
No,
but
dude,
for a $40 goddamn... The case cost $40. I spent $40 on a phone case and didn't look into what phone it was for. What a dumbass.
Dude, anytime I go to the Verizon store, it's because my phone is on its like last legs.
Yeah.
Like the headphone jack doesn't work anymore. It's like loosey goosey.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll try to charge my phone and like it's just like in the middle of the night it'll just like stop connecting and I'm like, oh fuck.
That's the
50% battery.
Wait, but I will say sometimes that happens and you just have shit in it. You just got to clean it out.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes it'll feel loose, but it's because it's like it can't attach.
There's a bunch of gunk in there. Yeah.
But dude, do you have AirPods?
No,
It's the best. I was like anti. I was like, I like a cord. Fuck the. I got the oldest version of Apple AirPod. They're like $100. It's game changer. It's so nice. Really? I can't even explain what it is. It's just so easy. You can put one in. You can double tap it. It stops. You take it out of your ear. It stops. It's next level technology. It's crazy. It's very cool.
Sometimes
everyone listening to this is like, yeah, you dumbass.
The owner of the moving company will move with us sometimes, but like he'll have his AirPods in, and in the background I'm like, bro, you want to pretend you're not here, bro?
Yeah. You own it. This is your dream,
and you're trying to.
It's like if we had AirPods.
You're just trying to like put this up
Yeah, I remember when I ran track in college. I gotta stop talking about that so much. But I ran track in college, and there was a kid on our team. Like, we'd go practice for cross country. Most of the time, is you just go for a run with your team.
Yeah,
and it was like the best because that's when you just like told fucked up stories.
Yeah.
Like, you just go for a run together. It was great. But one kid on our team would just wear earbuds, and you're like, all right, fuck us then? Like, you're just listening to music while you have
Coldplay.
friends. It would literally be like hanging out with a friend on a couch, and he
Yeah.
just puts in earbuds. You're like, all right.
I've done that when I've been tripping on acid before.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Where I'm like, all right, I'm just going to pretend you guys aren't here anymore.
You honestly might have just changed my life, because
Yeah.
sometimes if I'm on a hallucinogen, I don't want to be where I'm at. And if I put in earbuds, that would change. I would be like, all right, now
Yeah.
put in a little Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Soothes you to sleep.
Yeah, dude. I remember, I think I'm ready to do psychedelics again. I don't do, like,
I was supposed
crazy
to a couple
drugs
weeks
or
ago.
anything, but I'll do mushrooms or psychedelics, you know.
Yeah, it's the best. It genuinely feels like
Gives you like kind of fresh perspective on things,
It-
but it wears off. You
it does.
definitely end
You
up
know what it's
going
like?
to your
It's
old
like
ways.
jumping into a cold, like a cold pool where you get out and you're like, oh, I feel
because like the first 2 hours are like you should change.
yeah. And
There's a
feel
lot
terrible
wrong
about
with you,
yourself, yeah.
but then like after you get over that, it's party time for like 8 hours.
And then the next day, every time I've done it, the next day I've never been happier. I'm like, I
Yeah.
love everyone. I
Yeah.
can't believe I thought negatively about anyone.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, somebody sends me a text. I'm like, you fucking asshole. You're
yeah,
a piece of shit.
then you're ordering Grubhubs again, just being like, hurry up,
Yes, yeah.
get to my house.
No tip. You took 4 minutes longer than you said.
yeah.
Hey, you owe me money.
There's that work thing. I fucking hate this asshole.
Yes.
Fuck him.
I remember going to work like the weekend after I did mushrooms, and I was like, I'm going to be the hardest working employee. And then I realized what it took to do that. And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Mushrooms was lying to me. It sucks to be a hard worker.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
Anywho, you want to do our closing thing, or you want
Yeah.
to? Oh wait, we have.
How much time has gone by?
We have 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we can just close it up right now, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, something that I am grateful for, which another podcast did this before us. It's a trash.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you after that.
Okay.
But
Is it a good podcast?
yes, and that's what sucks because I would pay for the Patreon if I wasn't already paying for 2 other
Yeah.
Patreons.
Well, we didn't know.
So, but I am grateful for my bakery that I work at. They're very nice,
Ooh.
and compared to moving, it's very.
Do you work at the bakery on Park?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I know. I just realized you said that earlier, but I wasn't comprehending.
That, isn't it
exactly
so?
what you're talking
It's so easy to be friends with other dudes because
Yeah.
like you'll tell someone something and they're like, "Oh, cool," and they're like, "Oh shit."
You know what's so funny? That reminds me, my boss. So my best bud Josh,
Yeah.
my best high school bud Josh, he works in the same field as I do, and
Renewable energy.
yeah, like environmental. He's an environmental engineer, and I sell stuff to environmental engineers. And I was telling my boss like about something. He was like, "Oh, which office is he out of?" I'm like, "Well, he lives in Schenectady. I would guess he works in Albany." I don't. And then like he just got quiet. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that is insane that I don't know where he works."
Yeah.
Like, he lives in one city. I'm like, yeah, he probably drives like a half hour to another city. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I told you he does the same thing. Is that enough?
It's like, yeah, he does. He's doing stuff.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, wait, you don't know anything about this
I
industry.
don't. And then all of my other friends, I really don't know what they do. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know like roughly the industry they work in, but
Yeah.
and it's not like they don't tell me. They tell me all the time, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Like,
about
anytime I show up to the firehouse open mic, they're like, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. How would I be expected to know if you don't know?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I just have jobs, man. They're just gigs, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, in real life, you should have a career. Like, you should-
most people have like a 401k.
Yeah, no, you're not a rock star. You're a comedy open micer. It's not the same.
I'm just getting enough money to buy a bag, dude.
As long as I got my weed pen and my fucking Boilermaker at Firehouse Saloon, do 5 minutes about being like having a micro penis or whatever.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Like, no, there's way more that matters to life. You have to take life seriously.
But does it? And they're like, yes, very much. It matters a lot. Your family's depending on you.
Please stop.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, something to improve on. Just I don't know, losing more weight. I think I have lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, no, you look like you've lost. The last time I saw you, you were back to square one.
Square? That was that bad?
No, you were. No, because I saw pictures of us when we first started this. We were both way fatter.
Yeah,
and you also didn't have a beard. You can't do that ever again.
Really? Yeah. It was that bad?
Well, at the time, you were big and no beard, and I was like, that's wild.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it looked crazy.
It was that bad?
I don't know if it was that bad. It just didn't look good.
That hurts so much, dude.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, I know. And you're like, wait, what? No, everybody looks better with a beard. Dude, someday I'm going to shave my beard, the things you're going to say about me are going to be insane, dude.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, you're going to be like, dude, I wouldn't live. I wouldn't want to live if I looked like that.
Dude, that's so funny because I shaved and I was like, oh yeah, I look pretty handsome. No, the whole time you're like, you're ugly.
No. Let me rephrase this. Once I've seen it, like, because you have lips and stuff, so you can shave and look fine. Yeah. I don't have an upper lip. If I get rid of this, I'm a different human being. But you were just big back then, and big with no beard. It was just like
he was like a giant baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a giant toddler.
Yeah, he looked. Oh, that's all I'm saying. He looked like a giant baby. I wasn't being mean, dude. You just looked like a giant baby. No,
it's crazy how I could have just stayed fat and saved a bunch of money on MMA classes if I just grew a beard.
Doesn't that suck that you're like... Yeah, it really does suck. Shit, I was going to say something.
Something I'm looking forward to. Doing a podcast with somebody else. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody that respects my naked face.
No, I'm just kidding. Looking forward to episode 32.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, well... Things I'm grateful for. John's beard. Very grateful for John's beard. Hiding that fucking... No. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it still. Doesn't it seem like this summer is long as hell? Yeah. I don't remember what it's like to be cold.
I don't mind the wintertime at all.
I don't either, but I'm enjoying that I don't have to be... Like, I can go outside all the time. Yeah. That's nice. Improve on. I'd like to keep losing weight because... I told you this, I logged into my old email and I had like pictures that I sent to an ex-girlfriend of me shirtless in like freshman year of college. And I was like, I used to look like that and I was like a little bitch. Like I should have been just like... You had the... I should have just been telling girls what's up.
You had that heroin chic... Adam Levine.
That's yes, but in my head at the time, I thought I was like a nerd looking, and then I looked at him like, I look like Brad Pitt in fucking Fight Club. I should have kept running. What was I doing? Yeah. But anyways, that's what I want to improve on, and then I am looking forward to you doing stand up again. And us doing fucking gigs together. Oh yeah, dude! That's gonna be sick.
I've always envisioned. I know. We got fat live. No, I think this is what's gonna happen.
Me and you are gonna do
don't forget, people told us to do this podcast. Yes, they're like, do a podcast.
Yes, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna do bar shows in the middle of nowhere, us together, and then we're gonna book our own goddamn little tour of shit gigs together and. Maybe we'll get to quit our job someday. Who knows?
Hopefully. Oh, it would be nice to be part-time at a job where, like, I'm just here to have a job. I don't even care.
Yeah, because you're like, fire me today.
I used to work at a place, this guy, he would work, like, once every, like twice a year. But he'd order pizza, and, like, he really wouldn't do much.
Like a retired guy.
Yeah, he really wouldn't do much. But, like, you'd be like, this guy is great. He's like, I've been doing this my whole career. Because he doesn't care.
He's like, I could leave today, and it will not affect me.
But he would order pizza for us and shit. He was a cool guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm
looking for. He loved Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, I saw Ozzy live in New Jersey in 79.
I saw him eat the bat, dude. I was there. I got a squirt of it in my eye. I was fucking there for it. Yeah. Anyways, that's... is that it?
What do you have to improve on? Did you say that?
Shit.
Getting that washboard washboard abs again.
Yeah, because I keep thinking I'm in good shape, and then I'll get like a picture of myself shirtless.
Dude,
and I'm like, ew, dude.
Let's make
fat.
Let's make a promise right now. If the first one to get 6-pack abs has to shave their head.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
that seems like a losing.
I don't know. Being 6-pack with a shaved head.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That is cool.
Not the other person has to shave their head. No. You get a 6-pack abs. Yeah. Now you have to shave your head.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. Yeah. No, I like either one.
Roll the dice. Double down.
Wait, not to be gay. Let me show you the picture. Hold on. Because I told you I'd show you in person. Look at...
Oh my gosh.
I could have fucked anybody's mom, dude.
Wow, dude. You look like the people I do MMA with.
Yeah, dude. I looked like I could whoop ass.
They don't do anything. They just think about grappling and striking.
They just shrimp, dude.
Yeah,
shrimp out of shit. Anyways.
All right. We got fat.
We'll
catch you later.
Catch you.